Hello, if you click here, in a couple of seconds you will hear a story that I wrote with the help of AI technologies. This is the first short story collaboration from the AI Stories series. Even the voice you are hearing right now is a copy of my own voice. Enjoy the listening experience.
Blood Symphony, Chapter 1, Overture. It was a cold and rainy night in New York City in 1940. The raindrops splattered against the windows of the dimly lit music store, creating a rhythm that resembled the staccato notes of a piano. A young woman with fiery red hair and piercing green eyes stood in front of the display window, mesmerized by the violins hanging on the wall. She was Lena, a talented violinist, and the only daughter of Don Vittorio, the most powerful mob boss in the city. Her love for music was instilled in her from a young age by her father, who always emphasized the importance of art and culture in their lives. Even amidst the violence and chaos that surrounded their world, Lena found solace and escape in the melodies she created with her violin. Chapter 2, The Loss of a Maestro. Lena arrived at the smouldering remains of her family's mansion, only to find that her father had been assassinated by a rival gang. The flames illuminated the night sky, casting an eerie glow over the crime scene. As Lena took in the devastation around her, she knew that she could not let her father's death go unpunished. Determined to avenge him, Lena set out to navigate the dark and treacherous world of crime that her father had once ruled. Along the way, she formed an unlikely alliance with Nicky, her father's trusted right-hand man, and Vincent, a sympathetic hitman with a troubled past. As they ventured deeper into the criminal underworld, the trio found themselves entangled in a complex web of rivalries, power struggles, and betrayal. Each step they took brought them closer to unraveling the mystery behind Don Vittorio's assassination, as well as the deeper machinations of the city's criminal elite. Chapter 3, The Soundtrack of Revenge. With Lena's skills as a violinist, the trio devised a plan to infiltrate high society events and gather intel on her father's killers. Disguised as a renowned musician, Lena performed at lavish parties and galas, using her charm and talent to win over the city's elite. Meanwhile, Nicky and Vincent worked behind the scenes, gathering crucial information and making connections with key players in the criminal underworld. As they collected more evidence, Lena's performances became increasingly daring and provocative, often incorporating elements of danger and violence. Chapter 4, A Dance with Danger. At one of these high society events, Lena found herself in a dangerous game of cat and mouse with a rival mobster, who quickly became enamored with her. As they danced, he whispered threats and insinuations in her ear, hinting that he knew her true identity and purpose. Lena had to maintain her composure and think quickly to avoid blowing her cover. She skillfully maneuvered through the conversation, using her wit and intelligence to outsmart her adversary. The tension between them was palpable, the atmosphere electric. Chapter 5, The Art of War. As the trio continued their crusade for vengeance, they began to adopt a unique and brutal approach to their missions, reminiscent of Tarantino's signature style. They combined Lena's artistic flair with Nicky's strategic mind and Vincent's lethal skills, creating a symphony of violence and retribution. In one particularly memorable scene, Lena played her violin while Nicky and Vincent staged a daring and bloody heist, the haunting melody serving as the soundtrack to the chaos unfolding around them. The beauty of the music contrasted sharply with the brutality of their actions, creating a surreal and unforgettable experience for the reader. Chapter 6, Crescendo of Chaos. As their journey progressed, the line between right and wrong began to blur. The once clear distinction between justice and revenge faded, as Lena, Nicky, and Vincent found themselves confronted with their own inner demons. The trio was forced to confront the consequences of their actions, struggling to reconcile their desire for vengeance with the need to maintain their humanity. During a particularly tense confrontation, Vincent revealed a dark secret from his past, exposing the tragic circumstances that led him down the path of a hitman. This revelation deepened the bond between the trio, as they came to realize that they were not just fighting for Lena's father, but for their own redemption as well. Chapter 7. The Symphony of Betrayal. As the trio got closer to the truth, they uncovered a web of betrayal and deceit that challenged their beliefs about loyalty and family. The very people Lena had once trusted were revealed to be part of the conspiracy behind her father's death. This shocking discovery forced Lena to question everything she had ever known, and ultimately to make a heart-wrenching decision. In a climactic confrontation, Lena faced off against her father's killers in an explosive showdown, her violin serving as both a weapon and a symbol of her defiance. The battle was chaotic and intense, with each character fighting desperately to survive. Chapter 8. Finale and Encore. Despite losing Nikki and Vincent in the process, Lena exacted her revenge and avenged her father. As she stood amid the wreckage of her former life, she made a decision: to leave the criminal underworld behind and dedicate herself to her passion for music. Lena's journey came full circle as she returned to the very same music store where she had first been captivated by the violin. With renewed determination, she vowed to use her talent to create beauty and hope instead of violence and destruction. In the end, Lena emerged from the darkness of her past, a changed woman. The novel closed with Lena performing a breathtaking rendition of her own composition, the haunting and beautiful Blood Symphony, a testament to her resilience and a tribute to the loved ones she had lost. As the final notes of the Blood Symphony reverberated through the concert hall, the audience sat in stunned silence, captivated by the raw emotion and power of Lena's performance. In that moment, Lena felt a sense of closure and redemption, knowing that she had chosen a path that would allow her to honor her father's memory while staying true to her own identity. After the concert, Lena was approached by a mysterious figure, an older woman with an air of elegance and sophistication. The woman revealed that she had been a close friend of Don Vittorio's and had been watching Lena from afar, admiring her journey from tragedy to triumph.